All right. So we're good to go here. All right. By the way, if you guys are in the Discord, I am adding another bot. This one is going to show you divergence between calls and the price. So you're going to be able to type a command, and there's going to be a chart that'll pop up, essentially showing you a divergence. So more calls while the stock is falling, and that's often a really good way to see if people are getting ready for a dip or a potential bounce. So, or excuse me, not a dip, but a bounce. So, all right. Good morning. How's it going, everybody? Good morning, sexy. Okay. What's up? Um, how's it going? Good morning, everybody. Um, PROG has about $3.15, $3.25. I'm staying away from PROG, IVC, any low float like that. I'm gonna go with something that's gonna move here today. But link is in the bio on YouTube if you guys want to join us for pre-market trading, a pre-market prep. So, um, no, 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 not today. Uh, I just got this play before the bell. Please take a look at Walmart chart when you get a chance. Yeah, no problem. I can do that. Um, all right. So good morning, everybody. A divergence. There can be several different divergences, but just think about it as if your indicator is supposed to indicate further downside or bearish movement, but isn't showing that. Oftentimes you'll see a divergence between the moving averages and on the MACD or even the RSI, and it will move in almost contrary to the stock, and that will show a divergence. Now with option flow, if the stock is falling but the calls are increasing a lot, it'll show you a infograph on that. So that's essentially what it is. So I'm out of day trades. Could you tell me a good overnight play? Carlos, I'm watching Sony today for a potential swing. We'll see how that goes. Actually, I need to go see where Sony opened up this morning. Sony is not moved yet. It's just still sitting at yesterday. So we'll see what it does today. If it pulls back, then might be a whole different story here. But I am watching Sony potentially for another leg up. But okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. It is 8:35. I'm gonna give everybody here on YouTube a chance to the link is in my bio, link tree, right in my bio. So if you guys want to join us on YouTube, I will take. Why does he sound like Drake? I sound like Drake. That's not the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. I oh man, yeah, I'm not gonna sing, but thanks for that. I don't know what to say. Not a problem, Marion. Not a problem. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with some news here this morning. So of course, the Bitcoin ETF is got to be the top news today. Bitcoin, we'll see how it responds. A lot of people think it's going to run. A lot of people, it's going to be buy the rumor, sell the news. Of course, this Bitcoin ETF is not actually representing real Bitcoin, but the futures contracts. So, okay. Johnson and Johnson, top news here this morning. They had earnings. They raised their 2021 profit view, but keeps vaccine sales outlooks unchanged. So far they are looking at 2.5 billion in sales from the COVID-19 vaccine. Johnson and Johnson here looks like in pre-market did happen to pull back, but not a lot. So maybe keep an eye on that one. Oftentimes when I see a stock like this, and it has earnings, but of course Johnson Johnson is a dinosaur of a company, so it doesn't move quite like the young whippersnappers on other parts of the market. So this one might be worth looking into for a little bounce. But so a U.S. bill would stop big tech from favoring its own products. So about a dozen U.S. senators are both for both parties on Monday formally introduced a bill that would bar big tech platforms like Amazon, Alphabet, Google from favoring their products and services. So, um, I remember about I think maybe it was about 5 or 6 months ago. I discussed with some people in the chat, that I felt that there was going to be like a fracturing or a breaking. These are the type of laws that would fracture and cause smaller companies to start becoming like in the stock market to start becoming some of those bigger companies like Oracle. You might actually see the monopoly type of course, they'll always find a way, but that monopoly type setup that they have would kind of dissipate a little bit. So we will go over Bob broke out of the bull flag one pre-market. We'll take a look at it. Check Facebook, man. Oh, I thought you meant like DM me on Facebook. I was like, how do you have my Facebook? Uh, I will take a look at Facebook. It did gap up. We'll take a look at some charts here in just a moment. I'm going to get through the news really quick for you guys. Holly Burton posts Q3 profits as higher oil prices fuel drilling demand. I, for some reason, confuse Holly Burton or Halliburton with the clothing company, the coat place. I don't know what it's called. There's another one, but they posted quarterly profits compared to a year ago loss. A demand rebounded from its oil field services from oil and gas producers, resumed drilling after crude prices hit a pre-pandemic levels. Um, we also have Tesla. Tesla quarter may hinge on China factory supply chain costs. So investors will be closely watching Tesla's quarterly results on Wednesday for indications of its performance in China, where the electric car maker has posted robust sales in the face of negative publicity and a host of new domestic competitors. So it's definitely something to keep in mind. The WHO-led program aims to buy antiviral COVID-19 pills for $10. The WHO, basically World Health Organization led program to ensure poor countries get fair access to COVID-19 vaccines, tests, and treatments, aims to secure antiviral drugs for patients with mild symptoms for as little as $10 a course. Um, Index futures, guys, today, right now, the US stock futures were green, mirroring world stocks, which climbed to a 1 month high as a rally in technology stocks and prospects in solid corporate earnings helped counter concerns about elevated inflationary pressures. Gold advanced as the weakening dollar and US Treasury yields supported prices and lifted bullion's appeal. Oil prices rose as the supply crunch in natural gas, electricity, and coal continued across the globe, while falling temperatures in China revived concerns over whether the world's biggest energy consumer can meet domestic demand for heating. Um, Other than that, let's see here. I don't know if you guys know that the Volvo is doing fuel cell just jumped off a cliff. What cliff? Where it looks okay. I mean, it's not the most beautiful setup I've ever seen, on the lower time frame. It's got that, but it's okay. It's not got a little rising channel there on the 15 minute. Looks like 2 hour, probably going to end up flagging out here. You're in a pivotal area, but you know that fuel cell has a gap. The goal. Watch what I say. All right, fuel cell is going as soon as we cross 950, everybody is going to start screaming the gap. That's why I took a call at that price mark, because I'm looking to go and just ride it right into as soon as it gets into the gap. You can go look at volume profile too and see that the volume eases up around this area, and that's what we're going to look to get into is that this gap right here. So fuel cell, your cliff was a trampoline. Yeah, this one's got a pretty interesting cliff. How's it going, everybody? Good morning. Link is in the bio for whatever it is you guys are looking for. Um, real quick, let me turn on my squawk box. I just realized that my boy Charlie's not whispering sweet stock nothings. All right, hopefully he'll okay, there we go. Um I gotta go remove these press releases. Just throwing this out there, if you do use Benzinga Pro, list the Benzinga Pro signals as well. That can be pretty useful. So somebody mentioned what is that one? Fuel cell? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's even a smaller one as well, Tyler. So, um, all right, so it's probably a good time to go ahead and go over my watch list with you guys. So we'll start now. Let me go check YouTube. I'm downloading Weeble last night. When are you doing the small account trading? I'm probably gonna start sometime this week. It's so with the small account guys. I'm gonna be really clear. I am not. There may be days that you guys see a stock run 1,000% and I still sit on cash. With that, I will be highly selective with my small account, and it will be sporadic until we build a big enough foundation to start moving around a little bit. But you have to be extremely picky when it comes to moving a small account, and staying detached from it, if you will. So. All right, so first on the watch list, I've got some side movers, but I'm going to go over the entirety of this watch list. So Oracle, I already went over this one. Bouncing back, you can see there's only 3 bounces here. I'm pretty certain that Oracle's got this little triangle forming here. Not quite too sure if it's going to, and again, this is just speculative at the moment, but not too sure if it's going to reject and pull back down for a last time retesting this demand zone underneath it, small one, and that's going to be at 95.65. But I will be watching Oracle above 97.15, and if you guys want, you can set an alert there, and that way you get that indication for further upside. Now, I also think it's worth mentioning, on the 2 hour here, I don't know why I'm on the 2 hour. It's also worth mentioning that Oracle, I'm not going to be taking a position unless the volume picks up. Right now, the RSI is a little scary. Doesn't mean that it can't go hit $100. It's not that far away, and it does tend to climb into that overbought. So I am watching Oracle for a move to the $100 mark, and we will watch that one above that high. 97.35 is that final final mark. Sorry. um, that one's on watch today. Hood is now dealing with Shiba Inu or Shuba Inu, whatever. So that's one that I'm going to be keeping an eye on. Hood, this one does have, on a technical basis, has a little falling wedge here on the 4 hour daily time frame. No volume. You do have earnings right around the corner. Looks like October 26th. So with Shiba Inu, of course, a lot of their profits are created from cryptocurrency. Oh, is it really? So it's not okay. I haven't updated it. If that's the case, um, uh, yeah. Sorry, I was just reading Georgie's message, but yeah. So if that's not doesn't end up being true, then obviously no deal here. So, that's really surprising though. I think that one of the reasons why that probably came out is because, um, literally that's all that investors were talking about. Crypto people, they were talking about we have not made any announcement with regards to SHIB. I bet when it does, it reacts for real though. Well, then we'll go ahead and chop that one, which is totally fine. Microsoft. Now Microsoft here is a special little lad. And end of the day with a nice hourly bull flag. We love it. Still okay with a pullback to 305.67. I'll let you guys know what I do with this in terms of uh taking profit on the position that I have or adding to. So we have had 2 solid green days. Don't be surprised if we see a little bit of a pullback before we see our next leg out. We do have, it is 8:30, so I think housing permits already came out. We're going to take a look at SPY here in just a second. Okay, so housing permits. Okay. Let me go ahead and drop that in the Discord for you guys really quick. All right. Why is my guy not reading? What platform? Oh man, comments getting lit this morning. Um, what platform do I trade on? Trade on TradeStation. I will get to your guys' request in just a moment. I know some of you guys really want me to. All right. Okay, so anyway, Microsoft, the target here, we have 308. My target is 310. The overall target is 320. Microsoft has the gas to off of this inverse head and shoulders to definitely make it into and around my price target of 320. So um Microsoft's on the watch list. Netflix. So we actually swung Netflix into today. And usually don't do that kind of stuff, but I am looking at Netflix running above 340. So 340 is the goal. We want to get above 340 to start seeing a leg up from there. I've got let's go see the hourly gap here or hourly mark here. So this high of 345 is the first target. That previous high, whole ribbon indicator here is moving to the upside. Volume picked up here towards the end of the day. You have earnings after hours. So I'm looking for a potential run up into earnings. So hopefully we swung into the right day. 640. Yeah, sorry. I do have minor. I don't know if anybody knows this about me. I do have like a little bit of dyslexia when it comes to numbers. So sometimes my numbers get mixed up. I just have to like reread them. So if I say them out loud, I know what I'm looking at, but if I say them out loud, oftentimes they come out mixed up. So um, hey guys, if you guys don't mind, no, I'm not deleting your guys' request, but the gains page is meant for obviously gains. So if you guys don't mind, make sure to type in the free chat. If you guys are in the Discord, please, I do appreciate it. All right, so economic calendar, there you go, nice. No, you're good. So 7-4. So we already got those down. Housing permits, Fed Harker, cybersecurity, collaboration and cooperation at 850. Johnson Red Book weekly sales. Fred Bostic's exploring careers in economics. 250. Back to work, helping the long-term unemployed. API weekly inventory data. Ouch, Georgie's already roasting me this morning. That hurts. 1 second. Sorry, just reading messages. Sorry, hold on 1 second. All right. So anyway, Netflix main watch, of course, Fuel Cell. We're looking to go take Fuel Cell into that gap. Don't expect any straight lines. Of course, we have the Pumperinos on our side. So my target is 1125 for sure. So PayPal also on watch today. This one coming out of a falling wedge. It's not quite there, but I'm looking for this one to cross 270, 250 to break downtrend and potentially give us a crack at a gap or a mark right here of 280. So, all right. So really quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and look at SPY. Sorry if you guys, I just was reading messages. Eyes on Fubo. I'm just looking with numbers too. Stayed away from the job. No, I'm here wanting. I mean, I don't have dyslexia to the point where I can't, like function, but I sometimes my numbers get thrown around. um So anyway, SPY right now, the way that I see it here in pre-market, we didn't gap up, which is good. We just kind of opened up flat. That's always preferred, but I do see a pullback, guys, and it's not necessarily like a big. I'm not looking at like a giant pullback or anything of that nature, but it does appear to me that we have just even looking at this controlled resistance right here, it does look like we have the potential to pull back. That pullback for me. First of all, if you move anywhere below 446 today, you're going to start seeing the bears get a little bit aggressive. They could go and try and rush this gap. That gap is not entirely filled, and that gap gets filled at 442.62. So either A, we just pull back, we find a good place to bounce, give ourselves some breathing room here on the hourly. If you look at all indicators, TTM, RSI, and MACD, that's how SPY is starting the day. So I'm going to go actually post this in the Discord. Um, with Manny, guys, I also failed to mention SQ does have a gap that I need to try and get filled as well. So that is another one that I'm watching as well. So this is SPY. So those of you guys in the Discord, that is SPY's hourly MACD, RSI, and TTM. So the RSI and TTM, all looking at sells. Our minor pullback. So I think a little bit of a healthy pullback could be good. But again, we'll watch this and monitor it as it comes in. So all right. So Qs, and I'm pretty sure these are all going to end up being the same. You see literally indicators showing us a great need for a pullback, MACD pullback. So I don't know if there's news waiting for us that we don't know about, whatever the case is, but I'm waiting for a 370 retest on the Qs. So we'll be watching the Qs today, of course. Give us some time. It's Tuesday. We'll wait and find a correction. What does a scanner do? So for me, I use Benzinga Pro, and which I don't know why my guy is not reading to me right now. Hold on a second. Why are you not talking, homie? I don't know. Is anybody else listening here in Charlie here this morning? He's been quiet? What happened to Charlie, dude? Everyone tweet Charlie.
GWRE
Oh my
Guidewire
God. Okay, there you are.
InsurTech Vanguard.
Dude, just SWAT team me. Jesus Christ.
Most innovative up-and-comers in the P&C in this industry with insurers.
Hey, you asked me about Procter and Gamble. I'm gonna post the sales for Procter and Gamble. Earnings just came out for them. I didn't even know that. So there's the earnings. I'll go ahead and post that. So that's Procter and Gamble. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I've got the option box, but Charlie's not reading the news right now. Maybe his tummy hurts. D.A. Davison maintains a buy on Apple and raises the price target to 175. Coin, ARPA coin token rallies 45% after Coinbase Pro listing. RSLS, Reshape Life Sciences to present at Dawn James Small Cap Growth Conference October 21st. SRT. Wow, that's interesting. Oh my God, Lamar Odom is going to be presenting. Is going to be in a interview, or was in an interview with Benzinga Pro about psychedelics and his interest in the psychedelic market. So interesting. Uh, yeah, yeah, for sure. Alta also had earnings this morning. Alta dumped from the high of 407 all the way to 385. Might keep that one up on watch for continued volatility. So I'm looking at Apple 146 call. we're over the news now, so not surprising. Also yesterday, guys. Okay, so my mark right now, you guys can see 373 is a small gap that we have like a cent until we fill it. That's obviously if we break that gap, then I have this linear deviation line. That's going to be at
FDA issued a
three
proposal to improve access to
375.
Americans. FDA says the proposed a rule to establish a new category of over-the-counter hearing aids.
My monitor stand, sorry if I'm missing messages on TikTok, I'm on YouTube. My monitor stand, this is actually sitting on my desk, the bottom one, and then the monitor stand, actually, the other stand for my laptop holds my microphone, so I can push my microphone on a swivel, because before I just was hitting my face and stuff all over it. And then the top monitor is on a monitor, and I would have to I would have to find which one that I ordered and send you that. So I mean, if you guys really want my setup, like I can send I can like put it together in like a Amazon wish list or something. I got not a wish, I don't know what it's called, and send it to you. So if you wish. Okay, so IWM, looking at the major index, this one definitely filled its gap here and more, made its way into 50% of the previous gap, and then ended up getting cuddled up against that 9-day moving average here on the hourly. Does look like it's going to see potentially continued downside below 224.75, retesting 224, and then below that you have the mark where the gap fills. The gap fills at 223.72. Yeah, one second. All right, so I've got all those. You guys pretty much got my. I'll let you guys know if any other news comes out in the meantime. Um, you said you wanted me to look at SI. Okay, so on the hourly, you're still maintaining this guy. Okay, start from that high. It's pretty clean, I will admit. It's a little triangle there, so let that thing come to you. Obviously above 166 65 or 166.35, excuse me, you're gonna take it. OLB.
Reports its Siemens subsidiary initiating Bitcoin mining with first 100 hand miner S19 Pro cryptocurrency mining computers. OLB's Demon sees having 1,000 crypto mining computers in operation by the end of 2021. OLB's Demon sees having 24,000 Bitcoin mining computers in operation by the fall of 2023. OLB CEO Ronnie Yakov says company will have capacity for added $1.1 million.
It's moving. OLB group is moving right now, guys.
Still mining computers are fully operational.
Okay, I'm tweeting out all of the links for these, so you guys are more than welcome to check those out. I'm actually
OT, right? Blockchain.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna start a small position right now. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the fill that I get. I'm trying to see if I can get. I don't think I'm gonna get it. It's moving too fast. Fuck. Okay, well if you just got that, amazing. I was just trying to get filled, and that did not work at all. Holy shit! Did anybody just get in? Did anybody just get into OLB? You guys want to know why I use Benzinga Pro? That's why I use Benzinga Pro, right there. Usually I'm going to be faster than that, and be able to grab that, but I just didn't have the. Usually during the day it auto fills the price for me, so may wait for a pullback here, but I did want to get a starter position there at around $5. It is now at $7. Oh, that's okay. So I got filled.
Increase in appliance replacement contracts, estimated to push revenue replacement program to nearly $20 million.
So you guys see that?
Business that's fully out.
Wait, what? What? Wait, why am I watching OLB here pop and then not move here? Oh, pre-market. Oh, I don't have pre-market on this right now. Okay.
BALY and PEP, Bally's and PepsiCo announced long-term beverage partnership. That's Bravo Alpha Lima Yankee.
OLB Group. I'm tweeting out all of the news on basically they are C's having 24 K Bitcoin mining computers by fall of 2023. It's only 9:02. Snowflake launches media data cloud. Corsair, CRSR, Corsair Gaming launches Elite LCD CPU coolers.
DKNG and LGFA.
Oh, I just heard something about DKNG. That one has a potential reversal pattern.
Systems. Candida aureus. Horus, an emerging multi-drug resistant fungus.
Ooh.
That's Alpha Uniform Victor India.
Sorry, if you guys are on YouTube, it's hard for me to
UBI.
Sorry, I'm listening to Discord, listening to the news and stuff like that. So where do I tweet? Twitter. I'm literally tweeting it everywhere right now. Okay, so earnings are typical bad.
SANA and BEAM, Sana Biotech obtains non-exclusive license to CRISPR-Cas.
All right.
Gene editing.
So you guys were asking about Apple. I think Apple you have 146.50 below you, and then you have 146.35 as a potential bounce area. If SPY pulls back, so does Apple. They didn't receive bad news. Or they haven't had any bad news from their event. So a lot of the times during the events, you'll see a pullback. You haven't seen that yet. I do have a support though sitting around 146. So watch for a 146 bounce on Apple. Volume's really high, momentum's still really high, price target raise, inverse head and shoulders. So I mean everything looks well, but you just may see a little bit of resistance or just a little bit of flat trading in the meantime. So is it worth looking at snow today? I don't know. Let's see. I'll keep it up there. I'll keep it on the top of my watch or the top of my charts right now. So Upstart, Oracle, got Oracle right now. Square. Sorry. Square has a gap underneath it, guys. Square's gonna pull back and fill its gap. 250, 250. So obviously wait on that. OLB, I have a small starter position here. I'm gonna go ahead and wait for the curl and see if we can get another leg up here. Snow got a price target raised to 360. So it did have a gnarly setup here, pretty far away from support, but I will definitely take that if we end up showing some extreme volume. So yeah, you would expect a giant green candle or something like that, but so far nothing. In fact, everything is gapped up, so I would be expecting a potential pullback. So okay, so again, if you guys didn't get my watch list there on YouTube, I will repeat it one more time. Those of you guys asking me about Facebook, I went over Facebook last night. I had 338.75. You can see in pre-market, that's where we're at the moment. That is the previous demand zone above you, or supply zone above you. You're going to need to break that level in order to get to 345. That's your target above that mark. So you need to clear basically 340 in order to get to that mark. So what did Baba do this morning? Okay, Baba broke out, but Baba also has a pretty well, I mean, it does make gnarly gaps, but that's pretty tight. So you are getting close. 172. Watch above 172. Now, if tech pulls back, maybe we see these Chinese stocks moves. Oftentimes that does happen. You'll see Baba push up and then sometimes techs pull back. So again, guys, no rushing into anything.
if if you see gaps, you see all this stuff, just because you get in first or just because you got a early, like that doesn't mean anything. Uh, Oftentimes I just like to, especially on days like this, I like to kind of sit and wait. But long live. That's hilarious. But yeah, so watch that 172.35 mark, and then from there, I mean, there's the 180 price target that seems almost inevitable. So, um, I'm starting in an open position on FX account for VIX. Okay, so you're opening an account on VIX. Facebook, yeah. So anyway, Facebook, that's that mark that I have on Facebook for you guys. All right, so we have Square, Snow, PayPal. PayPal has a gap as well. I really believe that below 271.50. And if you guys are looking to take things to the upside, obviously, if things pull back, if they have a gap and you are in short expiration contracts, it's probably a really great idea to go ahead and take profit, because the shorter the expiration, the less likely you're going to be able to handle a pullback to 270. So Rolly always has the put cannons loaded. Yeah, Rolly literally invented the put cannon. Sinking Furu ships all the time. All right, so we got Apple. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up fuel cell. Yeah, so you did. I know that you guys were talking about AVIR, right? But you guys are obviously okay. So this dropped from $40 to $9. Guys, if it I get it, you want to buy the dip, that's all you go for it. That's not an opportunity for one. I would have to know exactly what the company does, but I do not play pharmaceuticals like that. I do not. So if you guys feel that's good, gap fill starts at $15. So what's the best way to DM me? Probably on Discord. So I did buy a little bit of that one. Yeah, I did. I bought it. I have a starter position on OLB. So, all right. So it's only 9:10. So I'm taking a few requests here. Sorry guys, if you guys are on TikTok, YouTube is where I'm at right now. So I'm not ignoring you guys. There's a lot going on right now. Other than this. So Crocs. All right. So you made a nice little comfy gap, pun intended. Let's see what we look like on the hourly. All right. So not bad. So of course the 9-day moving average is right here at that gap fill, 146.63. Maybe you see a pullback there. You are a little bit far away from your support, which is right here. So normally, and you could use this one doesn't, this chart in particular doesn't have my moving averages on it. It deleted itself. But if you were to go over here on Crocs, you would likely see, yeah. So if I was to draw support, you would likely see a moving average backing that up. And if I draw that right there, you can see that even the whole ribbon indicator is flatlining in that area. And then if I was to go and where are all of my, all right, I'm a little confused now. Where is my EMAs? This happens periodically and I don't know why. Oh my God. Okay. Well, are my EMAs gone now? No, they're not. Okay, so right here, this is actually a perfect example right now. Sorry about that. So look at the 50-day EMA. Do you see how it's kind of curling up? It's going to go line up with that support. That is my support. So I would be watching for a pullback, potentially at this mark, and maybe a little bit consolidation, especially with the gap. The gap is going to lead the momentum to the downside. So Apple pulling back here. So 146.35. YNDX, my old baby. I remember that one. Yeah, I remember African Amazon. I remember the Russian Amazon. You guys might, that used to be my thing. Finding Amazons. Of course, Nick, not a problem. Now, of course, you know, a gap and go is not outside of the question. Crocs does that. You know, so the first immediate target above you, for me is 147. So, all right. Well, now that I have like 5 different Crocs charts on my chart. All right. So Microsoft here. Microsoft does look like it's prone for a pullback too. My pullback area for Microsoft is 306.50. So I know, I remember Top Shelf calling YNDX. People are like, what is that? All right.
COIN and FB. Coinbase Global. Facebook is chosen Coinbase as its partner for its pilot of new
Hey,
Novi, a new digital wallet.
Hey.
For the pilot, Coinbase is supporting Novi via Coinbase.
Coin. Do you guys hear that news?
Novi users who
Coin's gonna go. Coin's about to rip. Bye, Coin. Bye.
That's Charlie Oscar.
Goodbye. Oh my God.
Bravo shirt, Coinbase.
Woo! Imagine the G who swung that shit.
251.
Coinbase, yo, this is huge.
Now at the high.
That is huge.
That's Charlie Oscar, India, November, COIN.
That's a fat catalyst right there. Wow. All right. Well, let's go see how Facebook responded. How does Facebook? All right, yo, 310, 310 is the first target. I don't know if, Facebook's going. All right, so now Facebook, guys, this is one of those adjustment periods. I may end up going and playing a little bit of Coinbase here. We're about to hit 305. Holy shit. I mean, that is really, really big. They're integrating with Facebook. That is big. That shit is for real. Let's go. You swung Facebook calls, Tuna? You're a madman. You're a madman, dude. Awesome. Pick me up in the Lambo, my friend. Carlo Rivera, I actually just have, I'm hiring somebody literally to do the exact same thing that you're talking about.
There is hitting $305 now.
Yep, there it is, 305.
The Oscar India November on that.
So yeah, create a table on my screen of previous review tickers. Yeah, I am gonna do that. A little spreadsheet that'll integrate in there. So yeah.
IBR, Liquid Media announcing strategic partnership with Slated. That's Yankee Victor Romeo, YBR.
I mean, honestly, Facebook calls, that's big for both of them. For both of them, I think that's really big. Facebook's been dying to get into that area anyway. There is a small, hold on a second. I guess that gap has been filled. Never mind. I am wrong. There is a gap though at 361 on the hourly to 362. So that's pretty far away, but we'll keep an eye on it. Honestly, Facebook might end up being a ripper to 350 today with that type of. So I'll let you guys know what I do. But I think as far as contracts that I'm going to select, I'm looking at Facebook right here. Let's see, one second. What? Why is it saying? Hold on one second. Earnings is coming up soon for Facebook, so I'm not saying go long on it, but that's definitely a day trading opportunity, scalping opportunity for sure. Might I don't know if there's any company that might be affected by that negatively or inversely or sympathy wise. So, all right, so. No way. No way. Interesting. Okay. Boy. Yo, that's awesome. All right, so of course I'm gonna be watching Coinbase. I'm gonna keep an eye on this thing in the 1 minute. Watch for a good pullback here. Um, Facebook is absolutely ripping. 340 is the level to break. Above 340, I think we end up running. So we'll watch 340 on that one. All right, it is 10 minutes to the bell. The Swiss man, I don't know. Don't worry about it. What in the fuck is hacking? Oh, shitty. I don't post my watch list like that on YouTube. I go over it on YouTube. So if you're asking somebody if you should sell something, you probably should. Because you're gonna keep asking that. Any contracts for Facebook? Yeah. So for Facebook, I'm staring at them right now. Obviously, right outside the money. I would like to see a little bit of a pullback, but 350 strikes are probably going to be really lucrative. Today it's Tuesday. 350 strikes right now at high
granted U.S. patent.
open interest. So
Methods for selectively enabling cloud-based assistive technologies. That's Alpha Echo Yankee Echo ABYE.
if you guys want to play AVIR, I'm not. I don't do pharmaceuticals like that unless there's real news. Sorry. I'll look at it for you guys, but like those of you guys on TikTok later on, but I'm not. That's not a stock that I'm not interested in a stock that just dropped $40 damn near. You know what I mean? Like that's not where I'm looking to put my money. That's just not the way that I trade either. So, nice pullback here on coin. I'll let you guys know when I get into this position. Strikes for coin. Now these are going to be expensive, big accounts. You guys need to now. Right now is when you need to be planning your entry and your exit, so that way when you get into the trade, you have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you will be nervous, you will be scared, and you will not know what to do. So all that being said, right now the contracts that I'm going to be eyeballing are probably going to be I'm gonna say 315 or 310s. 310s probably are gonna be they're gonna be pricey because it is this week and Coinbase does tend to have and I think they have earnings coming up, but it does tend to be quite expensive. So 320s, 315s, we'll see how they open up. We'll see the type of momentum that we get, but I think this may scream at the bell, or we're going to keep a tight eye on it. I'm actually going to go ahead because it has a catalyst and momentum. I'm going to go ahead and be watching this one on multiple different time frames, so that way I can get a good indication on whether or not we're going to actually see a move to the upside. So, discuss the findings of the reported game and aims. Oh wow, that's 9:35. Did who all swung Facebook? Matt, you swung Facebook? You swung Netflix with me, correct? Okay, so Netflix right now, I have a spot at 635 that I'm 635 and 636 are two levels that I'm watching Netflix for a bounce. It is earnings, so these are likely to fluctuate. I think the entirety, like the Qs need a pullback, like everything needs a pullback. So depending on the strength of that pullback, you can decide on whether you cut. I'm probably going to go ahead and hold my like a hard stop loss for me is going to be 634 again. I don't swing heavy. The contract was relatively cheap in comparison, so I am going to be hanging on to it, and it is out till next week. So may take a Disney put. All right, I was swinging Facebook, Macy's, Microsoft, Netflix, SQ, and Zoom. Good God. Okay. All right. So real quick. All right. Those of you guys on YouTube,
ABA.
I am ooh, my hair's messy.
Studies.
I am going to go ahead and continue to stream on TikTok. I do not want the delay of YouTube. So if you guys want to hop over to I'm going to restart the stream. You guys can go hop over there. Before you do, if you guys want to leave a like on the YouTube, I do very much appreciate it. So does the algorithm. But I know that there's going to be a lot of momentum today. And I know that you guys are going to be watching this. I know there's a lot of you guys that are new. So I would like it if you guys had, someone to watch or someone to pay attention to in the meantime, so that way you guys don't feel like you're lost or anything like that, and you have someone to. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to answer your questions unless you're in the Discord, but at least you're going to be able to hear me talk. And of course, you guys can always go and try the free trial through our websites at Simple Stacks Investments. It's 5 days. You don't have to stay there at all. You don't have to do anything. But you can take advantage and cancel that trial before it charges your card. We do use a card just for security purposes, but you guys can feel free to remind yourself, make a note, cancel, whatever you guys need to do. But I'm gonna go ahead and shut the stream down, and I'll see you guys on TikTok. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna restart the stream here on TikTok. No, the link is in my bio on TikTok for Simple Stacks Investing. It's literally simplestacksinvesting.com. Simplestacksinvesting.com. All right. I have consumed far too much caffeine this morning. That's okay. All right, so shaky day. We're gonna be careful here today, all right? We're not gonna oversize, we're gonna make plans. We're gonna sell into strength. There's no such thing as too much caffeine. I'm having a hard time carving words out at the moment. I've over accelerated. I've already thought of the next sentence by the time I started talking. That's where I'm at. All right, guys. Thank you so much on YouTube. Appreciate you guys. See you in a little bit. Hopefully this helps. Peace. All right.